Hello class, welcome back. We are continuing with our basic SQL queries. We've already spoken about the insert and the select. So on this lesson, we'll be speaking of the update. If we do get more time, we'll also speak about the delete statement. So let's get started. You need to watch the previous videos in order for you to know what is happening on these videos. So please go watch our first video, which is about how to create a database, our second video, which is about how to create tables, and then the third video, which is about how then do insert and select. So this video is all about updating information which already exists within your table. So let's go and revisit our previous statement, which is to write a select statement which will display information which is contained within our table. So I'm going to say use the name of my database, _underscore testing. From there, I'm going to say select all from the name of my table. It's called student info, so that we then want to see what is contained within our student info table. If I execute, you will see that we already have data that we inserted from the previous video here. So what is it that we're trying to achieve? We're trying to go and do what we call an update. Let's go and do an update. Let's say we want to change the name of Tinashe to become Tendai. So you need to realize that Tinashe is sitting here. He has got all of this information. This is where Tinashe is sitting. Record number 2, student number 2019-02. The name is Tinashe and he is a male. So we're going to write a new query now. So press new query. Do not forget, all of our queries must start by saying use the name of the database, which is _testing. From there we can then write our statement. So the statement for update goes like this: update, then you mention the name of the table. What is the name of the table? Student info, right? And then what is it that you want to update? Then you will set is like, okay, I want to set this value to be something else. So what is it that we want to set? We go back here. We said we want to change the name from Tinashe to become Tendai. So the achievement should be Tinashe should change to become Tendai. So we'll come here, we'll say set. Was that query I was working on? There we go. Set the name. This is the name to be equals to Tendai. So this is our new name. Now we need to specify where are we setting this name to be, because if we leave it like this, it's going to change every name for every student within our table to become Tendai. So we need to specify where the name is currently equals to Tinashe. So what's going to happen here is that it's going to use the database called testing. It's going to update the table called student info, change the name from whatever it is to become Tendai, but only where the name is equals to Tinashe. Now, if you execute this, it will then tell you that one row has been affected. This is a very familiar message which must tell you that you are doing something right. So now, how are we sure that Tinashe has been changed to become Tendai? So we come back to our previous query, which was selecting all from student. If we execute this one again, you will see the results will have changed, and then Tinashe, who was here, has been changed to become Tendai. So that is all that the update works on. And then you can go on and make other changes, target other column as well. So let's just do one more target column. Let's change Shana from being a male to become a female. So we're going back here to our update statement, and I can write a new one just so you keep learning. I can say use testing update. The name of the table is student info. Set or change, but don't write change, set gender to be equals to female, where name is equals to, we want to change the gender for Shana. So if I execute this line now and go back to my select statement, remember Shana is currently male, so if I execute, Shana then changes to become a female. We could do the same with so many columns, the same with so many data, and just be careful that you are sure what are you targeting. You must target this where part is very important within this update statement, because you don't want to update the wrong things. And then let's now move on to our last statement. I think we've got a couple of minutes where we can squeeze the delete statement. So how does the delete statement works? The delete statement works like this, and I'm going to create a new query for it. You need to target also what do you want to delete. So let's see what happens. I will say use, the name of my table will be called, the name of my database, Tendo testing. Then I will say delete from, and then the name of my table. Now you just have to be careful. When you delete, you are deleting an entire row. You are not just deleting specific information within a row, you are deleting an entire row. So you will say delete from, then you mention the name of your table, student info. Where are you deleting this? Maybe you want to delete Shana, so you will say where name then equals to Shana. And then if you let me just revisit this statement, the use part of what I talk about, it points to the database that we want to work on. The delete part is going to delete the entire row, right, from student info, where the name of that information is Shana. So if we go back to our query where the information is, we're targeting to remove Shana. So if I come here and I execute this, you will see it will say one row has been affected, and I will go back to my select statement and I will press execute. Shana will have been removed from being part of this table. And then you can do as many delete as you want. You can target other delete, play around the delete, the insert, the update statement as much as possible, because those are the most basic statements that you'll be working in. Insert, update, delete, and select.